Better late than never. The following is a C-Tag Studios production. A collaboration between me, myself, and I. Let's kick things off.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Zeppoverse. I am your host, the Incorrigible MrZeppo, long-time gamer, first-time game streamer. And today we are debuting version 3.0 of the almost daily live stream. A bit late today, apologies for that. Lots of technical issues on our way. Greetings and salutations, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Honestly and truly, had some very strange problems with the experiment we're trying to conduct today. And I say we because in my head I refer to myself as me, myself, and I, the only collaborators that I be collaborating with. Coming at you live, a little discombobulated because of the technical issues. I'm just making sure my chat monitor is up and running. Welcome to the chat. Greetings and salutations from the Zeppoverse. Boom. It's now in chat. Neat, that works. Huzzah. So, what did I mean by version 3.0? And what did I say I was going to launch today? Or what am I teasing about? Tragically, friends, we're not going to be able to fully achieve the complete idea as envisioned. And for those of you who are longtime listeners of the original audio exclusive podcast, the Almost Daily Zencast, you know that I've been trying to wrangle with the gap between like the way I envision doing some of these projects and the way I'm actually capable of doing some of these projects. This past weekend, I thought I had stumbled into a workaround that would solve my primary, totally first world problem, minor issue with streaming as I seem to be able to function it, work with it, as I understand things now. And this is totally a meaningless and sort of content-free discussion, but indulge me for a minute, because I had hoped to launch this awesome double whammy, sort of weirdly cool version of the live stream wherein I would be able to comically discuss with myself as if there were two of me from like a different parallel dimension. But experiments that I thought were going well, tragically, it turns out did not go very well at all. As I found out this morning in attempting to fire up what I had set up for the show and get it going so that I could be on live at around 9. Thus the postponement. Not that anyone noticed, I don't think. But the postponement. Let me go back over here for a second while I fix something else. The postponement was due to the fact that upon firing everything up and checking out or bringing on, loading up and setting up for the show, and I even did like a tech rehearsal, right, which is part of the huge delay that I experienced. I did a tech rehearsal so that I could see and make sure that it would work, this gimmick that I found. Or I didn't find a gimmick. I developed a workaround for the silly, ridiculous number one problem that I have as a primarily Mac-based gaming enthusiast that wants to live stream on Twitch and multiple other platforms. Totally meaningless for me to ramble about this. I should just be jumping straight into like the mainstay show content. But I want to explain my own sort of lackluster energy. I was pumped and psyched to present to you a version 3.0 of this live stream that incorporated a concept that I had a long time ago that never implemented in the audio-only podcast, which I was calling the multiplex discourse, wherein I would, as depicted in that picture earlier, be able to chat with myself. I have it all set up, and I guess we could cut to pre-recorded Zeppo and see, so you can see for yourselves why I'm not doing it, why I'm a little bit disheartened, why I'm delayed. Let's go ahead and just give it a whirl. Dear streaming audience, live or in the not-too-distant future, over the next several days, depending on your platform, allow me to please introduce pre-recorded Zeppo, introducing some new features for the almost daily live stream.
Here he comes. What's up?
Hello, and namaste.
Namaste to you too.
Thanks for that introduction, live Zeppo.
Well, you're
I'm
quite welcome.
pre-recorded Zeppo. Thank you, dear audience, for tuning in to this new and improved version of the almost daily live stream, spin-off of the audio-only almost daily Zencast.
That's right.
We're your hosts, the Incorrigible MrZeppo, and this is version 3.0 of our live stream shows. Thanks for tuning in.
As
This
you can
is
see,
a
friends,
little what would have been a fun, like, Zoom theater of interplay where I don't claim that the segments I recorded today are like wicked brilliant, but I fully intended to try and fire up those old theater game memory muscles and play like exciting, goofy improv games with myself as I pre-recorded the main central ideas for a particular given special segment. I was going to do an almost daily Zencast little mini episode announcing that and explaining that, and I did in that tape. I did go on to explain that I was going to try and make this multiplex discourse concept finally come to fruition, both for the live stream audience and the audio-only audience over at Sprecher.com and its network of affiliate podcast catchers. Hello! We're getting a multi-platform chat greeting from someone, Trovo, Blade 111. Can I say Sakir to Konam? I mean, I guess I can read it. I don't know if I mispronounced. I don't know what I just said. I hope I didn't say anything weird or crazy. Thanks, Blade 111, for dropping in and saying hello. I don't understand your question, but that's okay. I'm a pretty relaxed and groovy chat host. Welcome to the almost daily live stream experience. Again, say, bro, can you say Kir to Konam? Is welcome. Thanks. I can say it, but I don't know what you just asked me to say. Thanks for dropping in and joining the experience. Here's what's going on. I failed to launch version 3.0. This, as you're watching it now, is sort of technically version 2.5 of the almost daily live stream. Not to sort of downgrade what's going on, but we will power through anyways. What is the Almost Daily live stream? It's a spin-off of the Almost Daily Zencast. That's an audio-only podcast available through Sprecher.com and its affiliate of podcast catchers. I've been hosting that show for about 5 years now, talking about the radical intersection between everyday events, socio-political, economic ideologies, political parties, and the echo chamber of argumentation, and how those things can be viewed from a spiritual lens, which to some is a very simplistic perspective to bring to that collection of ideas, but that is exactly what that show is about. There's a lovely catalog of podcast episodes, and I'm not just here to promote that show, obviously. I'm here to try to deliver a sort of hybrid experience, and I'm just confronting technical difficulties along the way. But you'll forgive me for the for those technical difficulties as I try to work my way into hosting a regularly scheduled live stream and podcast crossover show. So we will be reorganizing given this most recent catastrophe of technology not quite working the way I hoped it would work. The initial problem was that I can't seem to get my iPad Pro, which is the device, the only device I'm currently gaming on for the purposes of providing... Get out! That's a generous offer. You'll give me $1 for every kill I take in any game or in a specific game. I'll take $1. I'm not that horrible at Battle Royale games. I'm also relatively new. Why don't you save that $1 for a hot second? I'm not going to be fighting any games today, this hot second. I'm just reintroducing the entire new process. And I wanted to be able to do it in a fun, exciting, goofy, double-hosted video weirdness kind of way, but it isn't working. So I'm just sort of rebooting myself and backtracking to what I would do normally. That's a very interesting proposal, Blade 111. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put your suggestion up on the imaginary corkboard for a hot minute, and we're going to. I hope you follow along as we introduce the various games that we play on this show. So the tricky bit, the challenge is that I can't get the OBS studios to read the video and audio input from my iPad when I'm playing a game. The only studio that I've found so far, and if anybody has got some good recommendations on OBS or similar, it doesn't have to be OBS in its structure or its base code, but a studio environment that will just recognize my iPad and its microphone and its onboard sound card, however it works in there, so that I can play a video game and capture the video of the screen, the audio of the game, and me talking. I can do that through Twitch. So I think the way I'm going to be doing it, and this is a complicated way to distribute this programming, but it's weird, and I know. But I'm either going to be screen recording gaming sessions independently, offline, because I can just, in my iPad, hit screen record without any kind of broadcast app helping it, capture the gaming, and some light commentary, and then do the introduction and additional commentary in a live stream so that all the platforms get it. I was thinking about doing that through Twitch, like broadcasting the game live on Twitch whenever I play the game, and then rebroadcasting it all on all of the platforms, commenting over it as a retwitch, because that's the only way I can get a game to all of the platforms that I can restream through Restream.io is to somehow pre-record it one way or the other. And as you just saw that example, there's other examples too. For example, let's take a look at this other segment. I was going to explain how I wanted to introduce each game that I was going to play through a fun new random, because I have multiple categories of games. I'm very well organized. It's not that I'm organized, folks. It's that I lack funding and the right hardware, which we'll talk about more in a little bit. Thank you, Gesder Rev. There's double audio. I'm gonna try this approach. Hopefully that sounds a little bit less echoey for you guys. Let me pop on over to the other. Where is the thing? Here we go. So tragically, right now, to show you guys what I'm talking about, right now I'm broadcasting using Streamlabs desktop, right? And it's great because I got me on the webcam. I got an overhead shot that's apparently frozen. Oh, that's a video roll. That's right. It's supposed to. Is it a video roll? No, that's just a frozen cam. But right now, if I let me go to studio mode and try to fix that real quick. No matter what I do, I can't seem to. Did that refresh the cam? I guess not. I can't seem to get the game audio to come out too. And I'm going to check right now. See, there's nothing coming through, right? It's dead quiet. And that's boring. Who wants to watch on any platform a Twitch show where it's dead quiet? No one does. I guess what I could do to exemplify the idea that I had for today, the idea that is version 3.0, I can show you an old game that I've downloaded and then like chat over it Because right now I'm streaming to so many platforms, but I can't for the life of me. I can show you graphics about stuff like this afternoon, Mech Mania Madness. Be sure to tune in. Oh, do I still have two cams? No, it's just the main cam right there. No matter what, I hear an echo when I can't talk. As a matter of fact, let me take that off. It's hard for me to even concentrate and think my own thoughts, never mind remember things I had rehearsed or planned. When I hear myself in the headset, and I think I was traumatized in my mid-20s. I was once on the radio because I won a contest for something. And there's a whole long story. I won't get into it now. But when I went to the radio station, they didn't explain that I was going to be hearing my own voice. So it all made sense when I could hear everyone else's slightly echoed voice, and it didn't bother me. The moment I tried to answer a question and I heard myself saying what I just heard myself say again, it's like hearing yourself 3 times. The thought you think, the words in your skull when you hear it coming out of your mouth and then hearing it back again. Too confusing. So I can't do it. But I figured out how to set it up so that we would... Can I just show you an old video game? Do I have old footage? I might. But anyways, I'm not super prepared because the thing I did have prepared wasn't going to work. But I guess we could just jump right back into doing what we were going to try and do anyways. So for the live stream version of the Almost Daily Zencast today, let's talk about really quickly for a hot few minutes. What time? I haven't even played any music yet. Holy moly, that's one of the things. See, I just pushed away the thing I wanted to bring up and play. Cancel that. Welcome to the Almost Daily Zencast.
This is the Almost Daily Zencast. Hello and namaste. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode.
That's the intro to the show.
Your humble host,
But the Almost.
Incorrigible.
Okay, so blah, 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 we introed the show. This is all kind of a chaotic mess, and I apologize to you, dear audience. I appreciate you tuning in anyways. So, we are live, right? I was going to fix something in studio mode, and I already forgot what I was going to fix. Oh, well. So, there's a lot going on in the world, and as we were talking about in a recent episode, which should still be on my Twitch shelf if you're watching on Twitch, on all of the new platforms upon which this is like the debut show, you won't have access to this unless you travel on over to Twitch to check it out. Or to Facebook. I'm on Facebook. And I think we broadcasted that previous episode to Facebook. Trying to fix this cam, that's what it is. Oh, right, we were going to show the video of that I made that also kind of doesn't work. To show you what the new format was intended to look like. For the gaming episodes, I have these buckets of different game categories, and I was going to set up a wheel of chance with different lists with all the names from each game. So like all the zombie games, one list. All the Battle Royale games, another list. All the Mech Mania games, another list. All the Bunker Builder games, another list. All the role-playing games, the RPGs and the MMOs, etc. You get the picture. We'll still be doing that. I just don't know how it's going to work out in terms of streaming it when I actually play the games. Because this whole hiccup is complicated by the fact that only one of the 3 studio things that I've had access to, and maybe I'm just not aware of the right one to use, but these ones came up and they're supposed to be really great, but they just won't do the job right. This at least, Streamlabs at least functions, it works, and lets me stream with good frame rates and audio integration. Let's hope, knock on wood, that someday Twitch Studio from Twitch itself will also work as beautifully in terms of the audio integration, because that's what that choppiness was doing. Let's pop on over, though, just for comedy's sake at this point, to take a quick look at pre-recorded Zeppo. And we're back. That's right. Live stream Zeppo. I'm pre-recorded Zeppo. And I'm here to explain to you the reason why there's 2 of us talking to you now. Some of you old school, longtime followers of this live stream on Twitch TV, you might recall that at the beginning of our journey exploring video games on the iPad marketplace, we quickly came into a technical issue. Exactly, Live Zeppo. It was both not a big deal and kind of a big deal. Tell them what the problem was, Live Zeppo. Exactly. We couldn't get both the iPad and all the streaming bells and whistles to happen. You get the idea, folks. I was super excited, as I'll show you in the next sample. I can't do it with the thing on. I'll show you in the next example how excited I was to hopefully have this workaround and be a little unique and different, if only the Twitch Studio core system would process the audio so it wasn't choppy. And maybe if I tinker around and really futz with the settings, maybe I'll get it to work. I thought I'd gotten it to work 3 days ago when I did a test, and I almost streamed that. I kind of wish now that I had, because if I had streamed it, I would have realized, oh, snap, that doesn't work. It sounds horrible. We can't use this. I'm sure there's another way to record audio and video of myself playing the video games. I just got to figure it out. If it isn't Twitch Studio, Streamlabs OBS will pull the video. As you can see, I'm showing you sequences and title cards and memes. So that's not a problem. It's when we try to launch a game that it's look, here's a great meme. I don't know why that image is locked. It really should be a live image. Let me see if I turn off that camera and turn it back on again. It doesn't do anything. Okay, I don't know where all the technical issues. The gremlins are on us. But long story short, it doesn't really work. But let's take a quick look. Just well, hello there, live host Zeppo. It's good to be here. Thanks for the introduction. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into it, folks. I thought it'd be fun to pop open Fallout Shelter, which we have not logged into in quite some time, sort of preview this new dual host feature. Let's dive right in, right, folks? That's true, live host Zeppo. Whatever you just said. I actually don't know what you just said, because I'm pre-recorded Zeppo. You know what I just realized? We forgot one little widget in the corner of the webcam. That's super loud, and we would have had to tinker more to get it right. So, a bit of a tragic, bittersweet day for me, but we're gonna power through anyways, because I am a literary fictional character on a mission. That's right, folks. There's a madness behind this show, and that madness has a purpose, so I hope you join me. And it is not just to hype and promote my pre-existing podcast show over on Sprecher.com, although it is part and parcel. I hope you will tune in over there and check it out, at least to get an idea of some of the kookiness. And I hope you will tune in to future versions of this podcast where I will get my technological detailed ducks in a row and be able to at least do a basic stream and talk about things and be a little bit more entertaining than I have been. Speaking of, while you're at it, if you're still listening, which I bet most people have tuned out, because who wants to watch a moron explain to you how things don't work well? But if you are, don't forget to drop suggestions, ideas, and your votes for previously suggested ideas in the Dropbox. You can find that over in the suggestion box. I've even got a shot of it. Where'd it go? I've got a setup where we can... let's check in with that right there. If you're already on Twitch or you're down to migrate, come on over to my profile, where you can find the Variety Gaming suggestion box. Call of Duty Mobile is indeed on the roster. Fortnite Mobile, tragically, does not exist on the iPad marketplace, but there are plenty of other Battle Royale games. So thanks for the 34 followers. We are zooming our way super fast over to hitting the new goal, 40 followers. And I assure you, dear friends and audience across the world on all the different platforms, that I will be bringing you a sharper, tighter, more well thought out performance than this bit of mishigas and whiffling that I'm presenting to you today. But I had to do something, because as it dawned on me that the technological fails were reaching an insurmountable level, and that my original vision was not going to be cool enough, right? Like, the weird clips that I put together, I was just going to walk through the whole process and share how the new show was going to function. But unfortunately, we got this instead. But I will be back for more gaming and more podcast-style talk show action. And slowly but surely, as we tinker and experiment and try to find those audiences on the many platforms that this stream is streaming to, we'll be refining that schedule and fine-tuning the programming list. In the meantime, I hope you are taking note of ideas, suggestions, recommendations. Like I said, I'm new to streaming. So any of you old timers out there, you young whippersnapper kids that have been doing this longer than I have but are half my age, Or, if you're older and been streaming longer, what else? There's all kinds of streamers. Anybody tuning in with ideas, suggestions, recommendations, bring them. I'm quite open-minded. I rarely take personal offense at critique. And of course, I am here hoping to engage with an interactive audience that's down to participate in lots of chit-chat. But given that it's already well past all of the scheduled timing for today, I'm going to tie a bow in this slightly disappointing episode and give it a sad but also acceptable grade of B-. I'm rating my own content. Not quite the show I had anticipated and expected putting on for you all last night when I thought everything was rock solid and good to go. But still, at least I didn't chicken out and fail to appear. I know that it is traditional on these platforms for the stream to go marathon length. And that part of that is to allow audience to drop in and check things out and sort of linger, and then new audience to aggregate. But I've got to reconfigure a few things so that I'm no longer dealing with the things that were set up strictly to serve the grander idea. But I'll be back, and of course I've got to recompartmentalize the way I'm going to do the gaming and how I'm going to restream it so that all the platforms catch all the gaming action all the time. But that's what I've got for today as this what was going to be a hard, glorious launch of a resplendent new, hopefully entertaining iteration of me rambling about crazy things. Instead, it was a mildly disappointing soft launch. And I guess the quicker I shut up and stop rambling, the quicker I can recover and start streaming some higher quality content organized around a less technologically highfalutin idea. I humbly thank you for your support and tuning in, everybody that's new, and I hope you will not discount me yet. Not just yet, because I'll be back more organized and more well thought out than ever with the next one. But for now, I will bid you a fond farewell. Namaste. Thank you for checking this little weird episode out. And thanks for coming back to the next one. That's not the thing I wanted to click on. That's not the thing I wanted to click on either. Thanks.
Check it out. Check it out.
Thanks for watching, folks. Sorry it's been so weird and discombobulated. We'll be fixing the newest technical issues, such as this stuff not loading correctly, coming back at you in the not too distant future.
This has been a rough and tumble, rough around the edges. Me, Myself, and I, collaborative production of C-Tag
Studios. Thank you for tuning in.